Hello everybody, Sora Beaton here and welcome back to another past paper practice video. In this video we'll be tackling some algebra questions, so let's not waste any more time, let's head straight into the first one. So the question says, factorize each of the following algebraic expressions. We want to factorize all the algebraic expressions that follow here. So let's go, let's factorize this one. So the expression is x squared subtract 49. And the beauty about these kind of expressions, when you see these expressions that ask you to factorize, you should immediately start smiling. So we have two terms and they are subtracting each other. So they are subtracting each other and they are also, these two terms are special. You know, if you multiply x by itself, you get x squared. And if you multiply 7 by itself, you get 49. So these two, we have two square numbers at the end and they are subtracting, so we can factorize this as a difference of 2 squared. And how do we do that? We simply open two brackets. And in one bracket, we put what can we multiply by itself to get x. And in both brackets, we ask ourselves, what can we multiply by itself to give you x squared? We know x. We put x here, and we put x here. And this bracket, we know, we ask ourselves again, what can we multiply to get 49? So we know we can multiply 7 by itself to get 49. So we know it's x plus 7 and x minus 7, and that is the answer for this question. Nice and easy, easy 1 mark. You move on to the next question. This one says we want to factorize this as well. So we have x squared plus 2x minus 35, and we want to factorize this. So we know we'll use the AC method. So first let's identify what is A, B, and C. So we see A is 1, B is 2, and C is negative 35. So A times C would be 1 times negative 35, which is equal to negative 35. And now the big question, what can we multiply by itself to give you a negative 35 and add to give you B, which is 2? So we know the number has to be a number that is close, so we can think of 7 and 5. So, and we must get a negative 35. So let's think of negative 5 multiplied by 7 will give me a negative 35 indeed, and negative 5 plus 7 would give me a positive 2. So these two numbers are the numbers I would substitute here. So I have x squared minus 5x plus 7x minus 35. So I'm replacing this here with these two numbers. And then I pair off, and then I factorize. So you need to be careful with this step. Some people will want to factorize like that, so let's do that. So let's look at the first bracket. What is common? We see the common variable, we have x, so we factor the x. Then do we have any numbers in common? No. So we factor the x from x squared, we're left with x. We factor the x from 5x, we're left with minus 5. And then we have here plus. So then we look at this bracket. So we have 7 and we have 35. Any common factors? Yes, we see a common factor of 7. And then we look at the variables. We don't have any variable in common, so when we factor out 7 from here, we're left with x. We factor out 7 from here, we're left with minus 5. So our two brackets are the same, so that means we are doing something correct. So in one bracket, we'll put x plus 7, and the other bracket, we'll say x minus 5. And that is how we factorize this here completely and correctly. So we move on to the next question, which says, hence, simplify the expression x squared minus 49 all over x squared plus 2x minus 35. If you notice, this bottom piece is the one that we factorized just now, and this top piece is the one that we factorized first. So what you want to do, you want to factorize the top piece, and we already did that already. When you factorize x squared minus 49, we'll end up with x, let's go back to the answer, x plus 7 and x minus 7. So x plus 7, x minus 7, all divided by, when we factorize this bottom piece, we're left with x plus 7 and x minus 5. So we have x plus 7 and x minus 5. So we have some multiplication going on at the top and some multiplication going on at the bottom. So we can do some canceling out because everything is multiplying at the top and everything is multiplying at the bottom. So we'll cancel out this x plus 7 with this x plus 7, and we will simply be left with x minus 7 all over x minus 5. And that is how we simplify this expression, and that is how we get all of our marks. And with that, this has brought me to the end of this video in which I looked at some factorization. So I want you to look at what I did carefully and use this here to practice some additional questions. So with that, I'll take my leave and I'll see you in the next video in which I'll be looking at some more questions. So keep practicing and take care.